Art 232 with the delegation of the director of the division academic canal with the chief of the analysis with the presume with the 4A 4 with the security exchange with the 19th with the with the security exchange jack with the delegate with the commission over the other way with the files function with the director of the division economic risk analysis with the chief of the academic with the perform with the person with the director with the such with the person with maybe the date with the time with the chairman with the commission with the update with the tax on with the schemes with the recovery with the commission with the files made available with the commission with the website with the reserve with the 230B with the delegation with the director of the division with the trading market. Proceeding with Section 4A, 4B, Security Exchange with the 19th Order 434 with the Security Exchange Commission with the Delegate with the Commission with the other way following function with the Director of the Division, Trading Mark with the Performer with the Director and the Director of the Division, Direction of such person with the person with the designated with the room with the time with the job chairman with the Commission with the Reserve with the Security Exchange with the 1934 with the proof of the withdrawal with the striking with the listing with the Registration Security Register with the National Security Exchange with the pursuant 13D with the Act and Rule 13D2 with the 13D2 with the under with the chapter with the pursuant with the Rule 15B with the Act with the authorized with the issue with the orders. Grant registry for the broker of the dealer 45 day with the application for the registration broker to deal with the process with longer period with the applicant with consent with the authorized issue with the consent with the regulation with the broker to deal with the pending with the applicant for the registry for the broker to deal with the applicant with the registration no longer existent have created to do business with the broker with the dealer pursuing with the regulation 19H1 grant application with respect with the membership of the association member of the participation in itself with the regulatory organization will leave with the person with the subject with the applicant with the disqualification relationship with the order of the other than relieve with the ban and approve of the recommended with itself with the regulatory organization with the time commission with consider with the notice of the administration for the membership of the participation itself with the regulatory organization member of the person statute of the disqualification. Paragraph of the A7 of this rule with the pursuant of the 247A5 says 247A5 of the M3 chapter to consider with the applicant for the broker with the dealer exemption with the extension for the time for the file with the report for the agreement with the author of the issue with the other order denying such applicant for the provide for the application involved with the applicant the right for the job with the denial with the commission with the pursuant of the rule 14E with there's a whole bunch of those and we'll skip that for risk mint 6 rule pursuant of the 15C31 and rule 181A with approve of the lesser equity requirement of the special of the market maker of the account and pursuant of the rule 15C31A 1613B grant exemption for the rule 15C31 with the pursuant of the rule 15C31B with the grant temporary exemption for the special of the term and condition of the debt equity with the requirements of rule 15C31D the approve of the change of the election with the ultimate of the capital requirements of the rule 15C311 A11 two of the review of the over the counter of the derivative of the file with the pursuant appendix F 240-15C3 11 of the chapter grant design such application following on the part of the review of the amendment of the applicant of the broker of the dealer of the secure of the base of the swap of the dealer for all of the pursuant of the 240-15C3 1A with the 240-15C13 1A with the 240-18 1D with the chapter of the proof of the sub of the amendment unconditionally subject to the special of the term of the addition with the grant extension with the exemption of the notification requirement 240-15C1G with the chapter only conditionally subject with the specialized term of the condition and imposed with addition with the pursuant of the 240-15C3 1A 240-18A1D with the 9393 with the chapter of the broker with the dealer compute with the term of the net capital deduction pursuant to 240-15C3-1E with the chapter of the ultimate holding company and broker that deals with the ultimate holding company for the principal to regulate with the determined fine with the 240-15C3-1C13 through 2 chapter on the security base with the swap deal with the compute with the term of the net capital deduction pursuant to 240-18A1D with the chapter with the broker with the dealer with the ultimate holding company with the broker with the dealer with the security with the base deal with the provided information from the mission pursuant with the 240-15C31E with the way A1 240-15C31AE A19C with the A4 240-18A1D2 with the 240-15C3 1GB1H B1 B21C chapter. Determine pursuant of the 240-15C and 240-18A of the notes for the broker of the deal, the security of the base swap of the deal that provide with the commission for the unit 240-15C, 240-18A of the chapter becoming effective for the short long period of time with the proof of the pursuant of the 240-15C with the 240-18A of the chapter of the temple with the provisional model with the whole with the part and conditional subject and conditional limitation. And so I'm going to shorten these abbreviations up because it's a long numeric code and nobody's going to listen. To prove the prepayment of the subordinate of the agreement, the security base swap of the deal pursuant to 240-18A with the approve of the payment of the review of the subordinate of the agreement, the security of the base swap of the pursuant of the 240-18A, examine the pro subjective subordinate loan agreement, the security base of the swap of the deal with the acceptance of the 240-18A. Pursuant with the 17 Rule 17A10D with the consider the applicant of the broker deal with the exchange with the time with the file with the reports issue with the Rule 17A10 with the dicker with the author of the issue with the order of the denial with the application for the applicant with the file with the applicant with the rights, show with the denial with the renewal with the review with the commission of the extension of the grant of the not more than 150 days after the code of the calendar year of the Form X-17A10 rules pursuant with the 10B 17B with the new review application review various issue with the exemption of the notice requirements of the Rule 10B with the 17 with the grant with the denial with the judge application of the authority to issue order grant with the denial same prior to each applicant to divide with the applicant right to the denial with the review with the commission pursuant with the Rule 15C with the 3 with the fine with the designated with the control of the location pursuant with the 15C with the 3C with the 7 with the Rule 15C 33P with the Rule 18A with the certain broker to dealer security squad base accounts adequate with the protection for the customer security. Pursuant with Section 36A of the Act, with the review of the unconditional specified terms condition with the denied exemption collateral requirements paragraph with B3 over the 15C with the review of the Act with the type of the collateral will conclude with the characteristics of the collateral substantial with comparable with the characteristics of the type of the collateral previously exemption with the commission. Pursuant with the Section 36A with the grant with the application exemption with an unconditional subject with the specified terms and condition broker the dealer utilized with the clearing agent for the provide with the commission with the 17 days with the Act with the directive with the clearing with the organization with the combined with the free trade commission with the Section 5B with the community Commodity Exchange Act that does not meet with the requirements of Note GB 1 through 3. Written application of law in its own motion, unconditional, special for the terms, condition for the grant with the denial with the order for the exemption of the requirements of the regulation SHO under the Act of the pursuant Section 36 of the Act. Pursuant to the 19B with the Act of the Title 15 U.S. Standard Code 17 SB with the chapter of the public with the notice proposed with the rule change with itself, the regulatory organization with the such proposed with the rule changes. Find good call with the rule with the proposed with the rule change with the early within 30 days with the day of the applicant of the proposed rule change with the public the region with the satisfying with the pursuant with the Section 19B with the Act. Title 15 U.S. Standard Code 17 ASB with the Rule 19B with the chapter with the district with the proposed with the rule chain parole with the restrict with the particular with the proposed with the rule chain with 2 or more with the commission with the direct with the writing with the direct with the 5 business day being with the notify of the direct with the division and time of the exercise authority to disapprove with the particular proposed with the rule chain with the delegation with the authority to approve with the disapprove with the withdrawal with the director present with the recommendation commission with an initiative with the pursuing with the delegated authority proceeding to determine whether the proposed rule with the disapprove with the addition with the pursuing with the Section 19B with the Act with the Title 15 U.S. Standard Code 78 BS 10 with the notify the shelf of the regulatory organization proposed change does not comply with the rules of the commission relating with the required form proposed with the rule change with determine the proposed with the rule change unusually length with the complex with the reason novelty regulatory issue the inform of the regulatory organization of the determination pursuant with the 18BA of the Act with the authorization of the issue with the granting and registration municipal security dealer in 45 days of the following application for the registration of the municipal security dealer such along with the period with the of the applicant when it is consent pursuant to Section 17A with the Act with the authorized issue with the order of the acceleration registry for the transfer agent with the commission with the appropriate regulatory agency before the expiration of the 30 day with the following dates with the applicant with the registration and transfer agent filed. Reserve 15 reserve 16 with the pursuant 17B 1 17A B2 with the F of the Act with the published with the notice of the following applicant for the registration exemption from the registry of the clearing agency approval with the Rule 17F2 disputed notice pursuant with the Rule 17F2 with the pursuant with the Rule 17F2E with the grant exemption specified the term and condition for the period of the class for the person so for the Rule S17F2 with the pursuant with the 17F2A2 the pursuant with the amendment of the plan with the register of the National Security Exchange of the National Security Association submitted with the Rule 17A2 with the F2C Rule 17D1 with the designated with the one self of the regulatory organization responsible for the examination broker the deal with the members of the board of one such organization issue with the complying with the applicant financial responsibility. Granted with the denial of the application confidential treatment of filed with under Section 24B2 with the Act with the Rule 24B2 with the under the revoke with the grant with the confidential treatment of such application with the pursuant with the Section 18C with the 15C with 2 with the Act with the Rules 18C with 1 15C2 with the under with the main confinement with agreement to safeguard. With the registered clearing agent for the applicant with the protection with the investor on Section 17AC with the 4B with the Act with the term of the condition with transfer agents registered with the commission with the withdrawal with the registration transfer agent filing with a written notice withdrawal Section 17AC 4B with the Act authorization with the order of the schemes with the registration transfer agency with the registry of the commission with the denial of the application registry for the transfer agent with the commission if the transfer agent with the no longer if the not engaged with the business with the transfer agent with the section 17D with the act with the any with the examination registry for the clearing agent with the registered transfer agent with the registered municipal with the dealer with the appropriate regulatory agency commission notified with the consult with the appropriate regulatory agent with the clearing agency with the transfer agent with the municipal security with the dealer pursuant to Section 17C with the with the act with the procurement with the clearing agent with the transfer agent with the municipal security with the dealer with the commission with the non-appropriate regulatory agency. with the appropriate regulatory agent for the examination, conduct with the commission with the clearing agent for the transfer with the agent with the municipal secure with the dealer with the graph with the appropriate regulatory agent for the capital report with the examinations with the clearing agent for the transfer agent for the municipal secure with the dealer with the conduct with the appropriate regulatory agency and with the supply connection with the drugs examination for the appropriate regulatory agent for the graph with the copy of the report examinations for the clearing with the transfer of the agent municipal secure with the dealer with the conduct with the commission with the DAV with the supply with the connection with the examination pursuant with the Rule 17 F1 with the designate with the person with the subject with the 24 17 F1 with the reporting institution, the specify with the term and condition with the time period reserved with the grant exemption with the Rule 602, the Rule 602 with the D with the pursuant with the Section 17A with the Act with the is approved with the amendment with the plan with the consistent reporting Section 240 17A52A2 with the 240 17A10B of the chapter and pursuant with the Section 19B 2A with the Title 15 U.S. Code 78 SB 2A with the period with the non with the 90 day with the day with the publication notice of the filing pursuant with the trade with the pursuant with the 19B1 of the Act of Title 15 U.S. Code 78 SB1 period with the commission with the must be order with the approve of the disapprove of the pro with the rule of the chain with the inch of the proceed with the determine with the proposed rule change with the disapprove of the termination with which so longer than a period support the public relief with the termination with the pursuant with the 2410B with the 10F with the chapter of the grant exemption with the 24010B with the 10 with the chapter rules of the DNA with the approve of the record of the destruction of the land with the amendment with the therefore filed with the National Security Exchange with the National Security Association. Pursuant with the 17D with the do with the public notice of the plan plans amendment with the pursuant with the 17D2 with the approve of the of the plan plans amendment with the preserve of the grant extension with the Rule 603 pursuant with the Rule 603D 37D with the discover of the comptroller of the currency board of the Federal Reserve of the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation State Bank Authority information for the documents deemed with confidential for the regulating register clear agent of the register of transfer agent Department of Transportation Department of Treasury information document that deems confidential with regarding possible laundering money with a bank broker with the dealers and code with the compliant with the broker with the dealer currency with the Foreign Transaction Reporting Act of 1970 is amendment under the 249B1 for the chapter to ensure for the distribution option for the disclosure of the document for the amendment for the option for the disclosure of the document in public period with the time period with the crowd with the rule of the length of the period with the for the distribution can be made. The requiring filing amendment with the option of the disclosure of the document procedure set forth in 249B1 of the chapter reserve pursuant with the 6A2 with the exempt with the register with the National Security Exchange with the following requirements approved with the Rule 6A2 with the reserve with the term affiliate subsidiary exacting exchange under 17 CFR 242-608E granting an exemption with 17 CFR 242-608 with the granted exemption with 17AD with the 14 pursuant Rule 17AD 14D and Review published notice of the purpose to approve of the plan with amendment of the plan submitted for the Health Regulatory Organization Rule 19D1C with the Act reserve of the pursuance of 159B of the Act with a review of the appropriate grant exemption of the requirements of 15B with the Act with the pursuant of the 15A with the Title 15 U.S. Codes of the AOA2 review even the unconditional special with the term and condition grant exemption of broker dealer requirements of 15A with this Act 15 U.S. Codes of the AOA government security brokers government security deal with the register of the commission with the Section 15C8 with the Act Title 15 U.S. Codes of the AOF52 solely with respect to affecting transaction coding attempting to do for the purchase of the jail with the sense of ownership of the principle of the base for the guarantee for the United States reserved pursuant to Section 11A with the B with the Section 17 242 609 with the public note with the order for the grant under Section 11A B with the Act with the 609 with the under the applicant with the registry for the security exchange information process exemption with the Rule 609 with the conditional unconditional purpose of the pursuant with Section 17AB with the 19A with the Act with the roster with the issue with the order for the grant extension for the temporary clearing agent for the registration over the 2 year for the such long period for the clearing agent for the consent of the authorizing issue for the order for the grant with the withdrawal of the applicant to become the registered clearance agent for the time prior to the termination of such application by commission upon submission with the withdrawal of the applicant with the pursuant with the paragraph 2A4 to 249B1 of the chapter authorization with the order designating security standard options. Pursuant with the 17H2 and 2H of the Act with the designated with certain broker to dealer reporting broker to deal with the grant with the denied exemption with the continually unconditional for the broker of the dealer pursuant with the 17H of the Act Ministry of the Provisions Ministry of Provisions 53 cut the tape there.